Om. Om. Apyayantu mamangani vakpranaschakshuhu Shrotramadho balamindriyani cha sarvani Sarvam brahmaupanishadam Maham brahma nirakuryam Mama brahma nirakaroda nirakaranamastva nirakaranam mestu Tadatmani nirateya upanishatsu dharmaha te mayi santu Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. So we have seen in the first mantra the disciple asked the teacher, Keneshitam patati preshitam manaha, etc. Decided by whom or directed by whom all these instruments are working? This was the question. There are many aspects. We are not going to all. If we are going to that much detail, we cannot even go to the second mantra. So, after getting a basic introduction, we can go to the second mantra. There the Acharya is answering. See, Shrotrasya Shrotriam Manaso Mano Yat Vachoha Vacham Sau Pranasya Pranaha Chakshusha Chakshurati Muchya Dhiraha Pretyasma Lokat Amrita Bhavanti Shrotrasya Shrotram Manaso Mano Yat Vachoha Vacham Sau Pranasya Pranaha Chakshusha Chakshurati Muchya Dhiraha Pretyasma Lokat Amrita Bhavanti. Let us see how we can break the words. Shrotrasya Shrotram Manasaha Manaha Yad Vachaha Ha Vacham Sa U Pranasya Pranaha Chakshushaha Chakshuhu Atimuchya Dhiraha Pretya Asmad Lokat Amritaha Bhavanti. See, the Acharya says, Shrotrasya Shrotram, ear of the ear. Manasaha Manaha, mind of the mind. Yad, that. Vachaha Vacham, speech of the speech. Sa'u, that is Chakshusha Chakshuhu. eye of the eye, prana of the prana, pranasya pranaha, prana of the prana, chakshusha chakshu, eye of the eye. This is the answer. Not much. This is the answer. Now, we must understand this much. Only to answer to the query of a student, a teacher is not required. Only to answer the query of the student, an acharya is not required for that. You can ask Google, you can ask some artificial intelligence apps. A guru is not required. It will give apt, correct answer to the question. That ends, nothing more. Guru is required to take you from that point to the ultimate goal of your life. Therefore, after giving the apt answer to the student, Acharya goes further. Atimuchya, having transcended or having relinquished, dhiraha, the wise people, or we can say those who have controlled their own mind and intellect, asmal lokat pritya, having transcended this world, amrtaha bhavanti, becomes immortal beings. So in simple language, it would mean, what is your question? You asked at the command of whose command or whose desire these instruments are working. This was your question. Then I am saying you, Shrotra, the ear, is working as per the direction of the ear of the ear. Manaso manaha, the mind of the mind. Vachoha vacham, speech of the speech. What is that? See, this is Upanishad. So we have to go with the Acharya, walk with the Acharya. See, for example, take the case of ear, Shrotra. There is the outer parts, then the inner parts, but all these are grosser in the gross body, whether it is outside the body or in your brain, all these are in the gross body. Then there is the subtle aspect of the same ear, Sukshma. That Sukshma is the Indriya. This is not Indriya. This is the organ through which Indriya is functioning. Indriya is something subtle, you cannot see the Indriya. And even for that, even for the Shrotra Indriya, there is Shrotra. That means your inquiry into the reality, it is not going outside. Your inquiry, your quest is directed inward. Because we know Indriya is something subtle and inner. So if the Indriya itself is inner and subtle, what to speak about the Indriya of Indriya? The sense of the sense, mind of the mind, eye of the eye, prana of the prana, ear of the ear. So your quest is blocked from going outside and it is diverted inward. And Acharya is making us inquire, what is that? Instead of giving an answer, he is making us inquire. Then we will realize there is an entity on the behest of which all these instruments are functioning. What it is in words we cannot say. Relating to that entity, everybody, all of us are speaking, I am, I am, I am. We know I am not this body. My body. There is a master, there is an honor, there is a seer to this body, of this body. Who is that? So here the teacher is taking the student to that subtle inquiry. This is the way of Upanishadic teaching. Guru will not give spoon feeding. No spoon feeding. No by hurting, nothing. Guru will make you inquire. Guru will make your inquiry more and more subtler. So first of all, he blocked your inquiry from going outside and it is diverted inward. There is some faculty and that is the same. The eye of eye is the same as the ear of the ear. It is the same as the prana of prana. What is that? Don't say all on a sudden Atma or Brahman. No. Guru is making us inquire. He is preparing us fit to have subtle inquiry. This much is the answer to the question. Now, Guru is taking to some more height. Atimuchya dhiraha pretyasma lokat amrita bhavanti. Why a student is asking a question? A student is asking a question to know, to understand, to get an answer. If somebody is asking, we can assume for many purposes, question can be asked. To understand, to make him understand that I must know this much. To measure how much he knows. For time pass. For all this we can ask questions. But a student asking means it is to know. So you have to add knowing this. Knowing what? Shrotrasya shrotram, manaso manaha, vachoha vacham, pranasya pranaha, chakshusha chakshuhu, that. Understanding that. Then atimuchya dhiraha pretya asma lokat amritaha bhavanti. Atimuchya means having relinquished or having transcended. In both way we can say. Atimuchya. There is going above something is atimuchya. See, we are using the word I or me the most in all our transactions. I am speaking, I have heard, I will do this, I will come there, I. Whichever be the language. And we are sure that I am existing. I am existing. There is no doubt at all in that. I am existing. Then the question is, what is this me? Who am I? This is the question. So now we are sitting here with so many false identifications and superimpositions. Many false identifications are there. So many superimpositions are there. We are identifying ourselves with the body. Even after knowing I am not this. We are identifying with the senses. Even after knowing senses are not me. We are identifying with mind and intellect. Then we are saying I am woman, I am a man, I am black, I am white. Then identifying ourselves with senses. I am blind. I am seeing well. I am dumb. I am deaf. Then identifying with prana, we are saying I am strong or I am weak. Identifying with mind and intellect, I am a scholar. I am a fool. All these are coming. We know these are instruments and these are not me. We know that. But even after knowing, we are identifying ourselves with these objects. Objects of cognition. See? And we are living here with that false identifications and so many superimpositions. Through this inquiry, when we realize the real me, real self, then as the result of that knowledge, spontaneously, all these false identifications and superimpositions will vanish. Not that today you are understanding and tomorrow these superimpositions will go. No. Then and there itself. Then and there itself. Who will have that knowledge? Dhiraha. We can be that dhiraha. Dhiraha is one who has controlled his own mind and intellect is dhiraha. Dhiyam rati iti dhiraha. The meaning of dhira is dhiyam rati. One who has controlled his own mind and intellect is a dhira. And the quality of a dhira is dhairyam. So dhiraha, wise people who has controlled their own mind and intellect, they, after realizing this or after knowing this, they relinquish or they discard all false identifications or wrong superimpositions. See, the now I am what I am. Till then I was mixing myself with many things. I am black, I am white, I am man, I am woman. Many, many things. All these are connected with the instruments of me. My instruments. It happens, you see. When the real self is realized, then all false identification withers away. Atimuchya dhiraha asmal lokat pretya. Asmal lokat pretya means having transcended. Having transcended means transcending. Going away, going above this world, the world of names and forms. Pretya asmal lokat. See, Samskrita is a very, very rich language. The richness of Samskrita we cannot put in some words. No. That much richness we have. Take the case of this loka. Pretya asmal lokat. How you will translate into English this lokam? What is the translation of lokam in English? World. Then bhuvanam, world. Jagat, world. So, bharya, wife. Patni, wife. Dharma patni, wife. Dharam, wife. Jaya, wife. Only wife. But in Samskrita, each and every term have different meanings. Bharya is not a good word, no? It's a bad word. Bharya. One who is governed by somebody else, no. Then Jaya. Jaya is one who give. One who can give children. Boy or girl. That is Jaya. Patni. one who moves together in this life, in all situations, one who is moving together is Pati and Patni. That is the best word we can use. Pati and Patni. So many terms are there. But when we translate it in English, it's all wife, 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 wife. In the same way, lokam means lokyate iti lokam. Lokyate. What's the meaning of look? Look. Look is same in Sanskrit and English. To see. That is look. So lokyate iti lokam. What is being seen is lokam. What is being seen is lokam. That is what is being experienced. That is lokam. The same is bhuvanam. The meaning of bhuvanam is where all beings are coming into existence. Bhavanti bhutani asminiti bhuvanam. When we are using the term jagat, the meaning is incessantly moving. Always moving. Gachati iti jagat. Like that, so many words are there. Now here it is used lokam. Different levels of experience. Asmal lokat. From this sphere which is experienced, we are transcending that sphere. We are having worldly experience. We are taking them to be correct, true. The real, unreal we are taking as real and living in this world. So transcending that plane, pretya asmal lokat, amrtaha bhavanti, becoming immortal beings. That immortality is not something that we get from this knowledge, but that immortality is something that we realize out of this knowledge. It is already there. But because of so many false identifications, we forgot that. And as the result of knowledge, we got it back. So here it is not something becoming. You are becoming immortal beings. No. You are immortal beings. You were immortal beings. But we do not know that. See, in the Vedantic discussions, Brahmaveda Brahmaiva Bhavati, such a mantra is there. The knower of Brahman is becoming Brahman. The knower of Brahman is Brahman. He was Brahman, he is Brahman, but he didn't know that. Instead of knowing that, he superimposed with many other objects. So many false identifications were there. And now, having known means he became he. So it is not something getting from outside, getting from that knowledge. It is our self, unknown till now. Now it became known and we got that. So now immortality, we got immortality. It was there. While studying this Vedanta, we use this how you are getting Kantachamikara praptihi. It's a nyaya. Kantachamikara, you know? What is Kantachamikara? Kantham is neck and Chamikara is necklace. Necklace. So, those who are wearing chains and all, even if they have necklace, they won't wear daily, no? Daily wearing necklace? No. Don't wear here. You are in America. If you are staying in Bharat or India, you will wear this necklace only on some occasions, no? When you go for some marriage or some death. Huh? Huh? That means where so many people are there to show yourself, then we will wear this necklace at all. So what happens, you see, it is time for starting. Now we have to start immediately. And everybody in the house got ready to move. But I'm not seeing my necklace. So I am in search of that. Where it is, where it is, where it is. A havoc in the house. So many confusion, voice, this, that. Not seeing necklace, where it is, where it is. Then I will suspect my husband. He might have taken that. Did you take? No, 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 no. I don't know where it is. Then where it is, I am not seeing. Whole Mahabharata will happen in the house. Then the girl or child comes and says, "Oh, mother, it is there. Where? It is on your neck. Oh, it was here. Right, right. It is here. We can start. Otherwise, they will take the body. We have to reach very quick. Huh? Then they will start immediately. Now, I got it. From where? It was there. It was there. Nobody took it. It was there. But because of my ignorance, I didn't know it was there. And I was searching it here and there. This is Kantha Chamikara Praptihi. In the same way, we are the self, the Atman. Our essential nature is that of bliss, but we are not knowing that. Superimposing many things, we are identifying ourselves with many objects and suffering in this world. But when that knowledge dawns, you are what you are. Beautifully, Ramana Maharshi writes, Ahaminasha bhajyahamahantaya spuradi hrutsvayam paramapurna sata. When this unreal aham goes, the real aham shines with all light. Luminous being, the self. Till then it was covered. And so many superimpositions were there. I am this, I am that. I am Swami Chidananda Puri. Then I am not satisfied with that. Then I will ask the man who is welcoming, please tell me by Pandita Ratnam. I am Pandita Ratnam Swami Chidananda Puri. Yes, I am Pandita Ratnam. You know that? Then I will say, I am this, I am that. All sorts of nonsense. Pandita Ratnam, not Pandita Ratnam. Who gave the title to me? He or that organization which believed that he is a Pandita Ratnam, jewel of knowledge, or scholars. How he measured that? See? But I am fond of that. I am Pandita Ratnam. When somebody welcomes, they says, Oh, Swamiji is a great scholar. He has written 50 books. Writing books is the sign of scholarship? No. Then I will be furious within. What man he is. Without asking me, he is saying he has written 50 books. I have written more than 60 books. See, see, that is this false identifications. I am identifying myself with many things and therefore I am not knowing me. This is Maya. This is avidya. So when we understand what our real self is, then all false identifications will vanish. Then what we will become? Immortal beings. If we are identifying this body with this body, we will die. There is no question. Because this will die. This will die. There is no doubt in that. This is not me. See, speaking this again and again is of no use. Have that realization within. That is what matters. You have heard of Kailasashram. No? Kailasashram. It is in Rishikesh, very old ashram. Almost all, not all, almost all sannyasins who are spreading the message of Vedanta nowadays all over the world are directly or indirectly connected with Kailasashram. Almost all sannyasins who are spreading the message of Dharma and Vedanta all over the world are directly or indirectly connected with Kailasashram. There is no doubt in that. I accepted sannyasa from Kailasashram. So the founder of Kailasashram is a great scholar, Dhanarajagiri, Swami Dhanarajagiri was the founder of Kailasashram. In those days, there were no many ashrams in Rishikesh. One Anakshetram of Kala Kambliwala was there, and Kailasashram, and some other kutiyas of sannyasins. So always there was teaching, Vedanta teaching. So to have that many sannyasins were staying with Swamiji, Dhanarajagiri Swami, always discussion on Vedanta was happening there. Years went on and on. Body of Swamiji became weak and it was sick and he fell unconscious. So he was lying unconscious. So many brahmacharis and sannyasins were around. They knew that our Guru is going to cast off his body. So they were crying. Some were wiping tears. Some were crying. And some big Vedantis, they were thinking, no. We must not cry. Even though they were crying hypocrisy out of hypocrisy, they were posing themselves as something else. Then what happened, you know? Swamiji opened the eyes and sat on the cot. The first words came out of his mouth were, "What a fool I am. I wasted all the years teaching these fellows Vedanta. They are considering me as somebody who is going to die." Even after hearing for so many years from me, they didn't understand I am immortal being. Then he gave a detailed commentary on the mantra of Kenopanishad. Na jayate mriyate va vipaschid. Nayam kutaschinna babhuva kaschid. Ajo nitya shashwadoyam puranaha. Na hanyate hanyamane sharire. And the shloka from Bhagavad Gita. Na jayate mriyate va kadachit. Nayam bhutva bhavita vana bhuya. Ajo nitya shashwadoyam puranaha. Na hanyate hanyamane sharire. The unborn. Na jayate is not having birth. Namriyate, nor death. Kadachit, never. Never having birth or death. Our real Swarupa is Aja, Nityaha, everlasting, Shashwataha, unchanging. So, giving a commentary on these mantras, he entered Mahasamadhi. Went back. That was the end of Dhanrajagiri Swami. See? So, just speaking won't do. Teaching won't do. This is something to be experienced. So, atimuchya dhiraha pretya asma lokad amrita bhavanti. Having transcended the sphere of experience, they are getting immortality. Getting immortality means they were immortal beings, but knowing that they are becoming what they are. So by studying Vedanta, we are not getting anything new. Some may ask you, where are you going this weekend? To this Walden West. For what? There is a retreat. What retreat? Based on Kenopanishad. What you will get? You will get nothing. This is the answer. By studying Vedanta, we will get nothing. Instead of that, we will lose many things. Ignorance, false identifications. You will get nothing new. So this is what the Acharya taught. So, amritaha bhavanti. You will become immortal being. This is the quest. This is the goal. Always we are searching how to get rid of death. How to get rid of death. How can I transcend death? This was the question always we had. So here it is guaranteed. Then what will be the change happening in the student? Just think that. First, he wanted to know something. Now, the Acharya took him further. Now, the student want to have that, to become that. What is the way? How I can be that? This will be the question with it. Because what is guaranteed is immortality. For that, the whole world is trying to reach. So with all expectation, he will sit under that Acharya for getting that teaching. Then what will happen? That we can see in the third mantra. Not today, the third mantra. In our next sitting, we can go to that mantra. But now, understand this much. There are two parts in this mantra. First part is the reply to the query of Shishya. That is, Shrotrasya Shrotram Manaso Mano Yadvacho Havacham Sau Pranasya Pranaha Chakshusha Chakshuhu. This much. The rest is the addition by the Guru. By understanding or realizing that, you will relinquish or you will transcend all false identifications. And once you transcend these false identifications, you will above this world, the world of experiences, worldly experiences. Then you are the immortal being. This is the teaching. See, there is no trace of doubt in the words of Guru. No. Guru didn't say you may get immortality. No. You can reach there. No. Bhavanti. There is not a trace of doubt in the words of Guru. From where such words will come? From where such words will come? Not from knowledge put into your brain, but from deepest experience. There is no doubt. So Shishya saw that doubtless experience and firm words that touches the heart. So Jignasu, one who wanted to know, became Mumukshu. One who is for ultimate realization. Then what happens? That we can see in our next mantra. What is the time now? Yeah. I think now we can conclude this session. And what is next? You can announce. And there is one paper here. With organ transplant from dead people, does it affect the person who receives the organ, living person who receives the organ from prana or preta standpoint? No. See, these are only instruments. What are being transplanted? Only instruments. Not the self. If somebody is taking these specs and wearing that, if I have any problem with the eye, some contaminating diseases, then he will get that. Otherwise, there is no problem. So doctors will check that. Only after checking, they will make the surgery. Even if you are changing your head, there is no problem. Now such a surgery is not there. But I believe in near future it will happen. If you can change your heart or kidney or liver or blood or this or that, stem cells even, then in near future, a complicated surgery, of course, it will be, because innumerable veins are there, nadis are there. But of course, our medical science will grow to such a height when you can change your head. Huh. The person will be the same, because head is not the self. It is only an instrument. So there is nothing wrong in transplanting, and if you can give, give. But there is a big dark mafia working in the name of organ transplantation. Here the case, what I don't know. What is the case here in USA, I don't know. But in many, many places, a dark mafia is working in this field. Doctor will say, oh, cerebral death happened. Now your child is going to die. So we can take 2 eyes, it will give life to 2 lives, then heart, then kidney, then liver. Out of love, we will say, yes, you can take, let them live. Without any money, without any transaction. But in that name, the business of millions are happening. There was a Malayalam film by the name Joseph. Have you seen that? Malayalam people here? Even those who do not know Malayalam, they can also see. It's a good film. It is not a fiction. It is real happening. So, but for every day there is a night. It is the rule of the nature. So nothing wrong. Even though so many bad practices are there, so many activities of dark mafias are there, the concept is great. So there is nothing wrong in giving body parts to others and receiving body parts from others, because exchange of instruments is better for the better of the world. There is nothing wrong in that. Then how that identification is there with the body parts, that we cannot say. How much identifications he had with that we cannot say. That we cannot say. Normally there is no problem. This much. Yes, now we can wind up this session, and after that we can sit together. Om. Om apyayantu mamangani vak pranaschakshuhu shrotramatho balamindriyani cha sarvani sarvam brahma upanishadam maham brahma nirakuryam mama brahma nirakaroda nirakaranamastua nirakaranam mestu tadatmani nirateya upanishatsu dharmaha te mayi santo om shanti shanti shanti. Om.